Welcome back, my friends. My name is NimbleThor, and today I will be checking out Bullet Hell Monday as the next video in my mobile gaming quest of finding and playing the very best mobile games every single week. Or, sometimes I'll whine about horrible games with horrible predatory monetization that you should stay away from. But this game, today's game, is a good one though, and especially if you like Bullet Hell games. And yes, I am aware, I do know that the developers of Bullet Hell Monday very recently released a newer game called Bullet Hell Monday Black. But from looking at the early reviews of that game, it seems like this original game from back in 2016 is still the better of the two. So that's the one we'll be sticking with today. I'll talk about what I like and maybe a bit about what I dislike about the game. And then hopefully by the end of this video, you guys will have figured out if you want to check out this game for yourselves. And if you want to, the download links, as always, can be found in the description box down below this video. Oh, and we already lost our first health. Oh man, luckily we have one more life though, and that's one of the ways that this game differentiates itself from at least some other bullet hell games, is that we actually don't have an HP bar. We have lives instead, and so we take one hit, and that's one life. And then, yes, we can upgrade our spaceship so we get more lives, but that's very expensive, and it's gonna take quite a while to upgrade so that we, for example, have 3 or 4 lives, although eventually we will get there. Apart from that, Bullet Hell Monday also isn't simply about completing every stage, but rather it's about completing all the missions that you find in every stage. And so there's a bunch of missions before we go into any of these levels, and I'll show you guys the next time we either die or, hopefully complete this mission. Then I'll show you guys the different missions that we had in this level, and we'll see how many of them we're actually going to be able to complete. I think there's a boss coming up here. Let's see if I remember correctly. Yes, there we go. Look at this. I'm loving the art style here. It's so distinct. It's so unique. And I think that's what attracts many people to Bullet Hell Monday, is this very unique art style and just overall really fun gameplay. The soundtrack is pretty great as well, if some of you guys play with soundtracks on. I know many of you don't do that. Look at this though. We got most of the missions completed. There's one that we haven't completed though, but that one we're not even told what we have to do for. It's just a lot of question marks. So I'm afraid I can't complete that one just yet. Now I have already completed all of these levels in chapter 1 once, but as you guys can see, for some of these levels, there are many missions that I haven't completed yet. Such as, for example, some of these down here: convert bullets into items with bombs, and then we have to do that for 40 bullets, for 80 bullets, and we also have to pick up lots of items. Now I'll show you guys what items actually are, because they appear whenever we blow up a spaceship, but they also appear whenever we use a bomb to destroy enemy bullets, and that's what I did just there. We can try doing that once more, and this is really interesting because it means that we don't actually just want to throw our bombs at enemies, but we want to throw our bombs at enemy bullets, because that will convert into points, and those points we need for at least some of the missions in these levels. Now, I forgot to see what sort of mission we're on right now. Can we see that mid-level? I don't think we actually can, but fortunately, though, we don't have to complete all of the missions in one go, so we can just focus on, say, 1 or 2 missions at a time, and then we just have to replay the level. Oh, man, that was really close there. And then we'll be able to get all the other missions. So I think... Oh, there's a boss here. There's a boss coming up. Look at this one. This one is going to be tricky to survive, because I think we only have... Well, yeah, we only have 1 life yet. Oh! No, and we lost one of our lives there, man. Okay, so we're on the last one now, so I have to time this correctly. Come on, we can do this. I'm not particularly good at bullet hell games. I do enjoy them, but I'm not really... Oh, man, no. No, we only took down that boss down to, I think, about 60% of its HP. Did we even complete any of this level's missions? I don't think we did. So I think now it's time to go back and have a look at how we can upgrade our spaceship instead. So we can upgrade the ship, we can upgrade its shot damage rate, the shot rate of fire, we can upgrade the number of shots, which I definitely want to upgrade, we can upgrade the item absorption range, and automatically collect items. That's going to be useful as well. But now those were the upgrades for the laser spaceship. Right now I'm using the wide range spaceship instead, and I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade the number of shots a bit more. I'm also going to go ahead and upgrade automatically collect items, because I have a mission where I have to collect lots of items, and it's actually rather difficult because you have to avoid the bullets and you have to pick up items at the same time. Now I do also want to upgrade the shot damage rate. You guys can see that we have 2,200 upgrade points left, so we have plenty to spend, and you guys can follow in the bottom right corner how many we actually have left. So what else can we upgrade? We can upgrade the bomb a bit more actually, so we can upgrade the bomb time. That might be useful. We can upgrade the bomb attack range. We're definitely going to do that, and even also the damage rate, and it seems we've upgraded the bomb attack range to its full capacity now, so I think I'm just gonna go for some more shot damage here, because I feel like that's the most important one to get upped first. And now that one is at max as well, so we can focus on the rate of fire instead. And what else do we want to spend these last 900 points on? How about we go for item absorption range some more, and maybe some more shot fire rate, and number of shots fired. Maybe we can even upgrade that to level 9, but no, we can't... Oh, okay, we ran out of points already. I didn't see that, but we're out of points now. Now, in terms of the in-app purchases, we can choose to unlock more of these spaceships. There are 2 spaceships that we can unlock through simply spending some of these points that we had just before. We need to get 9,999 points to upgrade the next spaceship. But fortunately, though, we don't actually need those new spaceships. I've heard from other players who have bought those in-app purchases to buy those new spaceships that they aren't actually necessarily better. They're just different and they require a different strategy to be used. So if you like the game and you want to support the developers, that's of course a great in-app purchase to buy, but you certainly don't have to still enjoy the game. And right now, I'm actually using just the second spaceship, and that one only costs, I think, about 1,000 points, so that's actually relatively cheap and easy to acquire. Let's see if we can actually take out the boss this time, though. We do have to time our movements. No, we died. Man, we died. That was so close. Let's give a head to this boss battle again, and I'll try to save up all of my lives and all of my bombs this time. Here we are, guys. We're back at the boss. I did not lose any HP, but I did have to use a single bomb earlier in this level, though. So we are down to just 2 bombs left now. But look at this. We're doing surprisingly well here, actually, and we're dealing a decent amount of damage to the boss. Now, I am afraid that I'll end up losing my 2 lives, but look at that. We completed the boss. Yes. There we go, and I think we completed 59% of this level. So we had to get a score of 350,000 to unlock one more mission, and we got 335. That was close enough, though. We cleared the level. We cleared the level without taking any damage at all. And now I guess we could go retry to get more points, but we already have enough mission points so that we're able to continue to level 206 or Chapter 2, Level 6. And you know what? I actually feel pretty optimistic about being able to complete this one with the current upgrade and the current ship. So you guys ready for this? Let's head into Chapter 2, Level 6, and I'll briefly just talk a bit more about the monetization system. Because yes, we can buy more spaceships for in-app purchases, and then we can also buy upgrades instantly. Now, this will make the game very easy. So the game actually tells us that it's not recommended to do this if we want to enjoy the campaign missions, but if you just want to skip straight ahead and get into the challenge mode, which is another game mode that we unlocked later on, then that might be worth it for you guys. I'm having lots of fun with these campaign missions though, and I feel like that's the biggest chunk of the game. So just be aware, if you buy some of the in-app purchases, even though they only cost $1 or $2 US, you will be skipping a good chunk of the gameplay content in this game. And apart from that, the only way this game monetizes, as far as I've been able to tell, is through incentivized video advertisements. So that means sometimes after a level we'll get an option to watch an advertisement, and the reward is either more upgrade points or it's more mission points. And the upgrade points are obviously used to upgrade our spaceship, and the mission points are used to get through a level faster if we're stuck somehow. So that is your way out. If you're stuck at a single level, you can watch an advertisement, but they don't really appear very often, these incentivized video advertisement prompts. So you could just simply choose to ignore them, and you'll still be able to have a great time with this game. So in an attempt to conclude on this game, I'm loving the art style, which really makes this game stand out. The monetization is relaxed, the game is super challenging, especially if you want to complete all of the missions, and overall, it has just instantly become one of my favorite bullet hell games on mobile. So with that said, be sure to let me know if you agree or disagree with my views on this game, and also do feel free to recommend other bullet hell games in the comments section, as it's one of my favorite genres of mobile games, so I can always use some new recommendations from you guys. And with all of that said, it's now time for the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that Gearbox Publishing has now announced Homeworld for mobile, which is set to be releasing really soon, whatever that means. And if you're a backer of the crowdfunding campaign of the Homeworld free PC game, you will even get early access to the mobile version. Although this next part hasn't exactly been confirmed yet, the game will most likely be free to play though, so you could also just wait till it releases and then check it out for free, and then you don't have to support the PC version of the game. We also don't really know how the gameplay will actually look like on mobile just yet, but the Homeworld PC games are real-time strategy games, so I'm just sitting here hoping that the mobile version will be somewhat similar in style and gameplay experience. But that was it for today, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.